Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. December 29th, 2022. December 29, 2022. Salute people of another day. I just want to remind everybody, the Chief Justice, of course, Babatunde Edwards, on December 7th, night tell we say in panel judges them for look at the PR case where they're in front of the Supreme Court. Because I not say, according to the Constitution, Section 127, it says if anybody aggrieved with any section of the Constitution where they feel say somebody violate or they need an interpretation, the Supreme Court get the power for looking to that matter. So Section 127 give them, that power, that right there. And Dr. Abdullahi Conte, they don't write this letter now where Dr. Abdullahi Conte will always have it when I not say that they write the Constitution. They don't make them very clear for say they challenge the PR system in Sierra Leone for say the condition precedents are not there for now get PR system. Just like our MP in ECOWAS Parliament, we make them very clear for say there no reason why it's allowed for use PR system. When except that Liberia we don't use PR system, but because of the rebel war, they don't be for each certain area them. So some people on December 7th, now the Chief Justice say they don't put judges them together for look at the matter for talk about this PR system for let them pass a ruling. Now December 8th, the next day, now in Parliament say they don't pass the proportional representation system. They use what they call a statutory instrument where they take 21 days for mature. So the 8th, if you put 21 days there, today the 29, that means say the PR system don't mature. To this day, no member of Parliament, the leaders of the opposition, especially of the APC, will not hear them, any one part of them. They say they come together for saying that they go against the fact that this, they don't want to hold water, even though they need 97 votes, for let them vote for or against the PR system. We not see the APC MPs, 57 or 58 MPs, correct me, we not see them not come out and say they not agree, they want to vote for the PR system. Because again, for a statutory instrument, all water, you forget 2/3 of the members of Parliament that if vote for or against that particular building, now you go make you all water. So 2/3 for being 97 members of Parliament. We don't say APC gets 58, Kanda Yumkela NGC get 4, and then C4C get 9. So we are all together. We know so we're not going for meet the threshold. 69 plus 4, I think it's about 73. So we're not going to still meet the threshold for letting able for do away with the PR system. But the beautiful thing is, the matter in a court with the judge them, where we get this law safe, when they can case they don't go before the Supreme Court, nobody know for Mirimara with that case they again, for talk about the intricate cases of the matter. They can discuss them for remind, like the council will remind the Supreme Court for say the Salon people in the wait for a read and ruling on this PR system. Because the Salon people trust the judiciary. We know so they go do the right thing. For 60 years, Salon people not get one respect for the judiciary. Because when you look at the rebel war, and Komrikochaki talk about all this all the time, when you look at the rebel war, the causes of the rebel war, now because of them kind of a thing there, the judiciary was the number one cause, and the police of the rebel war will get now in country, because the judiciary not take their jobs them very seriously. This is the problem, and I want to remind Sierra Leoneans them say, today 29th, now I'm going to make this PR system mature in the Parliament. And today the opposition, members of Parliament, especially the leader of the opposition in Parliament, and not come out for them to tell we who they vote against this bill. Let we know say, okay, at least the MPs them they vote. We APC MPs them, the C4C, the NGC, they all them vote against this PR system. But again, the matter in the Supreme Court, the Parliament not begin all right for take up the matter again. After the Supreme Court justice don't take up the matter on December 7th, the Parliament not before touch the matter there, they before urge the Supreme Court for come with a ruling, let the people of Salon know say we they go use the constituency-based elections, because that process they will for use not a PR system. But because the members of Parliament they want them, now he make. But that's just some of the things that we talk about. Now, the important issue we can discuss today, we see the press release from the police concerning the APC lower level elections. You see, they say what is good for the goose should be good for the gander. What you do that other person there, the rule for apply. Not only quick can they Yumkela, in Luke section 76(1)b, who say at the end where he say a public officer for under out of office for at least 12 months for they appoint him. He say Mohamed Kana Wekone, because be no so they go appoint him as a electoral commissioner. So therefore that rule letter for apply to him. Una see regard ben with constitution when the same way the SLPP for 5 years don't govern the country. Then they look at this side of the SLPP, the rules where they apply there are not applicable to SLPP as much, but to the opposition no more. The opposition they use a very heavy hand on the opposition. When protests them erupt across the country, now the northern and western part of the country, they are heavy-handed. Then they shoot to kill. Where happen at the southeast? No. Everybody all right, that a constitutional right, that they protect them, they give them civil liberties, they give them political rights, and all of that kind of stuff. They're no violence. We don't even kill nobody in the southeast. In 5 years of the SLPP, when a police go shoot and kill them, now they kill themselves no more for them small by elections them. And we're not saying another we can discuss today because the police, we're not going to pull press release now for the APC lower level elections. Where SLPP they get an election name. All election get tension. We're not see no press release. Women's leader election, we don't see no press release. Now here we are where the first lady talk about in see all kind of cutlass. You know, we don't say kind of cutlass they exist. We don't put no press release, no investigations. We can't discuss anything in it. But these are some of the issues where now the most important thing we can discuss. But comrade, we want to talk back, now touch on small the registration process again. We see the numbers we don't come out. We see how Mohammed Kenai wake on it, then they twist themselves all kind of way. For them for cook the numbers them. For cook the numbers. They didn't get the number where they want because they know that in target. Looking at the statistics Sierra Leone and that of the census, where the census results to them pull and the voter registration, then they really try for matchup. But come Koita, I'm more Sierra Leonean where you sabi today. We get the assurance 100% for say then get for vote. How much people able for verify CSF then get for able for vote. Now I will see the verification process. Name no come, or I name come. Former first lady Missy Akroma, a name go for Rampong. Usa register, and them go for a punk like I we see all that in a day. Salon people, almost people even sure say they get for vote because comrade, then guy people there for the elections when citizens they go for go cast their vote, then tell them say the name not in there. Now we go for your either complain. They say, mark my words, comrade Koita. But you know, these are some of the things we want for touch on. These are some of the things we want for remind Sierra Leoneans them. Say we members of parliament. To this day. Kande Yumkela, the whole silent NGC leader, we leader of the APC, Honorable Cherikoko, same thing. They're silent about the registration process. Una see the suffer people and suffer, the pain where people and go through, the verification process. 30 days, then none of them come now for challenge. When they talk, I'm saying again, look at the 250,000 names, no updates, then delete 250,000 people and names them from the voter register.
257,000.
257,000.
Voting people they don't understand. And voting they make some food, they become very worried. Now this man from what they say 250,000 people then when they talk say then don't register or underage or without proper justification. They say no, then they put 250,000 people then. More than 250,000 people and they pull so Ibrahim. Up till date, and just don't pull figure we know that number they who say fall, whose area or which region or which district where that they know that over voting because we have what to follow throughout the registration process, Ibrahim. Now the always I will people in class here they not allow me for that register because they say me now underage or me now this or me now that they not western area. The entire Southeast manufacturing is billion and South in the total machine and net and go to registration. So, but we don't go to tell them say now from the Southeast and do over voting or then vote underage. But what to be very much sure of that the northwestern area people who are disadvantaged, even if certificate not for the register, even so they can go the school testimony then log report, so they can go affidavit, nothing. So 270,000 people and it's from where they talk nobody no challenge that in the non-pool figure. Ibrahim, you know, people they talk, I don't talk as a rigging, a process where they begin, like where you want to score. They begin build the attack from the defense. You build and give to the midfield attacker to the wingers before they get the score man, then get the real attacker for score. If you not build them, you need the score. Now so rigging start rigging a process. Now a long-term process. Somebody rig election, 2 years down the line, you don't begin show. SLP then show the rigging from what they say. Then they do local council election. We come at this platform, we challenge and say the first form of rigging don't start for join these two elections. Let the MP then not allow for jump for council election and they can't justify that they can't defend the government. Why they for go 5 years? Why they for do all the elections? Say hey, the midterm election. Now it determine the government if you find or not find. We'll get an example of 204. What to make APC win election 207? We know the nobody will get because 204 local council. Now be the base. We all man know say SLP there for go. Because they made a local council election with the APC win all the seats in Africa and the other parts of the country. We'll see when I do this local council election. If I don't know a lot of them from Judy, right? SLP for don't know actually if they work or no final the result and they know that the MPs that they can defend, including members of the opposition. So now we don't see, we begin tell them now the first two people say the NCI will talk about them. We'll talk about this census, say it happened. We'll tell them about the PR system and kind of they can have this platform then say no wherever possible. If I then go cost we. If I can sponsor somebody we go na one platform where the person in the can defend EPC, then they expunge them, the NI number all become a conditions. Why would they talk then see and not say anything will not say all they can to pass. All they can to pass. We see and the NIN become they're not just using a condition. Next for the first time in history, after I don't tip $10 million, where African Express don't put that in they not call. You cannot ever call, the parliament not ever call, they not say okay, I can't try this money go. When they say no, they say non-budget. Before they do this station, they say non-budget, everything $10 million. For the first in history, next every say, then they register 2 weeks. 2 weeks then they register. When the election of angry they for happiness, they register 2 weeks. We can say una not agree in a form of rigging, una not allow. Then they done and just pull 80% of the first 2 weeks. After that now, nothing. The other one they not pull up. Last 2 weeks they not pull up. We see when I challenge them. They scan 2 days. How they just add from the they not figure, they just pull no more. Then tell we say, then they pull 257,000 people them. Nobody will tell we say if you not pull them or not pull them or also do overvoting. Nowhere. So now a process.
Comrade.
Now a process.
To that effect, I tell you this, my brother. To this day, we will not get none of these leaders on the record. For we talk about the local left council elections. On the record, members of parliament did not tell we how they go about for accept that these governments cancel the local council elections for we. Then to this day, no member of parliament, the leaders of the opposition, they are not on record. Salon people are telling us, Marabi not destroy Salon by himself. It destroys Sierra Leone because they get the help of the opposition. So when that time comes, when people will go for ask questions, the opposition, they all will ask them questions, the members of parliament, every one of them for can answer in person. So we demand them, we hold them accountable to that day. Come and Kashi, I'm telling you, when you look at the whole process.
Good morning, guys.
Yes, sir.
That can only happen if there is a change of government and mindset.
Absolutely.
You see, it look like I say, always they say so, it is the right thing for make we move forward. But Ibrahim, these things would not happen if then team there continue. Then people there wait still they feel saying that they control the people them. As long as they're still in the dynamics of our politics, Ibrahim, it wouldn't happen because as far as they're concerned, now within a field for two, they are not answerable to the people, Ibrahim. This platform always they talk about like respect for the people all the time. But every day we sleep and wake, Ibrahim, the disrespect to the people, they increase. Let me tell you, Ibrahim, and comrade, let my shock salon people. You see, the things them way we don't condone from the SLPP. We don't make a lie, don't become true by force now that country.
Yeah.
Ibrahim and comrade, do you remember every time the SLPP tell we say Pakaba, right? Waiting until we say Pakaba do it, we date them before Anescoma.
We say the right out.
Thank you. They say the right of all we date them, Ibrahim. Let me shock you, Ibrahim, and this salon people. In fact, I be even want to do audio this morning, but I say no. Let me wait until we're done with audio. I will do them in the evening. Ibrahim, if you go to Roman page 10 of the audit report and page 8. So Roman page 8 and 10, salon people. Now the page, the first like few pages there, we say they put X. That's the Roman page, Roman number 10. And page 8 of the audit report, Ibrahim, it will shock you. Waiting the people here tell we the audit report. They get about $200 million where they tell we say now debt we go back from 1983.
1983 for Momo. Actually, Shaka Stevens to Momo. 1985.
Bring this up,
no, 1983 now from Shaka Stevens.
Yeah, 1985.
Ibrahim, if you go to the audit report, then tell we say there is a debt we don't account for. We go up to 1983 to 2017. We allow them people here. And guess what? These now unaccountable debts them when they say they're not able to kind of like account for. But yet still, they tell we say now from 1983 to 2017, you see how they cut off the SLPP over $200 million debt.
Wow.
But yes, this that the people are maybe they campaign all this while they tell we say. We take
so
them
it's,
all the
like, it's, you know, something and the way like we talking. So today the whole day me mind me had the anytime me had the one now. Till this day I don't me had the one.
I can
Because
imagine.
there's no insult to the way pass this kind of insult here.
Seriously?
So then you can't tell me thief when this one the audit now you don't go to come from 1983.
Can you imagine?
Like, this useless, this unlucky dog Benkefala been go talk with the top of first lady, you go begin from late and
Can
you know that one there, you know then go make somebody go out of character, bruh. So all they make you go out of character. I don't tell you say the audit with the salon, then what am I swear to God. I tell this out sincerity. Ibrahim, voting for safe salon is the worst voting happen in Ghana for if the worst for happen in a salon.
I totally agree.
All the one that are fit for people in the public, kill them like dog in the streets.
Because what's
because they can insult you for they can tell about corruption. You take up 83 and 83.
Yes, 1983. Again, I saw that thing. Again, go read. I don't say. I think I sent it to you.
Okay.
Because they repeat them now page 8. The Romans page 10, 9, 4 say them. Then they go repeat them now page 8. When they tell we say we tax them about 2 trillion leons. We're equivalent to nearly like at the time about 200 million dollars. They say it go back.
What I want to know now this audit report to them also.
Yes, man.
Now the reason for putting the reason for putting that in this.
Yes.
Because you know people lie and liar.
Exactly.
Because so lie and deal with the lie. You know, let me tell you something. Hey, there's no way no we salon is going to work. Because let me tell you, no make one thing clear, Cashbox. This way whether the also in cahoots for who could bad view for distress alone. Cashbox is the only solution now. Now fly you know according to 1920. Then tell the talk so they're not talking because all them are part of the reason for that work and salon corruption. Now the part of the video made them go cut pull and they say corruption, bad governance, then made them go cut pull and born people out there rape picking them. This bad is what picking them, please below man and corruption. Now one of the two they say bad governance. Able cash box for this kind of level. Somebody go put audit report and this parliament sit down will tell us that man they not to in fact you know even for you don't get rights. You don't qualify for audit the country. You don't qualify. There's sit down members of the portion and sit down they wait on and say no. Not about this policy. And I thought not to talk with this.
I just say for this topic only because I saw this thing. I just say, let me just whiz through this report. Which thing they asked me now because like they don't now the same people in this maybe the campaign say Pakaba right off all we text them.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden in the tell we say
I mean the fact that
go back from 1983. Are you serious?
And the death of Pakaba right off self, not to death of the 80s so. Now the one from the MPRC era to new era, now you write off.
Yes.
Because after the coup, the 1992 coup, Sierra Leone gets a clean slate across the board.
Exactly.
We started fresh.
Yes.
Exactly.
This was where they get this program, what they call the strategic. I don't forget how but we can't they sell the oil refinery with Marabio. You know, that because they look for money for letting raise funds and all of that stuff. That they way kind of like advise them for say, hey, listen, guys, one way for make money now through the structural adjustment program. Whatever we can with that particular point. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, the structural adjustment program. Right. So that was a clean slate. So if anything, that Jankaba, the democratic government of Kabana come and then where they go and say they write off that debt today. Why they for go back 83 for go bring all of these things when Kashi? But anyway. I think if I do a detail audio and then they will go break and back on real audio tomorrow safe for continue that conversation. That's a beautiful piece.
Let me just go to topic.
Right. No, that's a beautiful. Yeah.
You know why we gotta say this? Because they lies them. We don't allow the lies them. These are the very people and when they tell we. Absolutely. You see, we talk about like you remember when the president talks say each parent they say $500. These are all the lies them. These guys then they allow the lies of the president for all water for then they consistent in their lies.
Absolutely.
But some of us cannot be, we cannot be fooled, Ibrahim.
Absolutely. But
Ibrahim, hey, when they allow anybody now push up for the court lie message, SLPP. Now lie then kind of power.
Gotcha.
So people accept that lie day. So you see one thing Cashbox, sincerity and not the salon. When you sincere, then they give all kind of name. But let me tell you this one. This generation, so we young generation, would they break that chain? Something that is an insult to intelligence, is an insult to the people of Sierra Leone, is an insult to them who cut their hand. For let tell them see the two go we make them infect bad governance. We see na bad governance corruption. I make them go cut their hand. Una gonna push a cut pull and rape woman them, burn houses them. Please below man them belay them. Now they can't talk about it. 83 second Stephen.
You know, comrade and Kashi, you see, the reason why we do this, what we do so that we continue like today, these messages and these audios that we do for sensitize and educate. Now, prevention. If you remember, Marabio talk and say 1992, during the 2017-2018 campaign, it says Salon people not they talk. It's not the problem that they will make the 1992 situation happen. Now, exact words. It says Salon people not they talk. Now, the reason that they will make the 1992 situation happen, not say the 1992 cool. It said the 1992 situation because Salon people not they talk. This is why we didn't here. We prevent war. When the enemy come to the country, can say nothing going to stop another war in our country. We pray and let war not happen. But sometimes it is inevitable. We don't know. But I make when they talk for prevent them. So the government go look, they go introspect, they go look at themselves and say, you know what? Manabio Day in 1992 that they carry the coup, we pull Joseph Saidu Momo. They say, hey, we can't because of oppression, suppression, the corruption of our country. We people know they live better life. We want to improve the living standards of our people. Manabio and Cam, what's in the car with? They're woman, that's why they're woman and they begin bleach. If you not bleach, you know they get man. That was what they come with. Scatter Marados and that country, they destroy our economy, destroy the country. Manabio was part of the foundation. We caused the destruction of our country in 1992. Because people, if you say, we will not be understand that, we don't say, Mama Luka, Mama build law school, he build commerce, he build, you know, all the things Mama do. People know they see him because the APC as a political party, they always get a problem of messaging. When you look at APC, messaging ain't like na APC. Now for beats, dance bond the devil, play bubu music. Now let's say sabi.
We more President 1985, 1986. That first out economic state of emergency. For trying for know how the first week out economic state of emergency.
And it talk honestly.
For trying for yes.
Yes. It's saying fail.
First week out, it is. Let me tell you something. When that man come, hey, we see something and they we go for the adjust. With politics as alone. We go for the adjust them. We more can people bring around them. Before the member 87, 86, 87, may not ever make cool for pull them. Now the team begins to tower for Salon. But it's still within that short time, from 85 to 7 years, until we get law school and until we get College of Medicine. And not forget to ever imagine Salon at the end of education when I was starting.
And not forget to law school. Comrade, 1991, the constitution what they deal with today. Now, Momo, yes. After Albert Magai give we one party state. Albert Magai give one party state. Where Papa Shaki come? Now Papa Shaki say, "I don't see no program."
No, the 1965, the 1961 constitution no be given chance for go to multi-party election.
Thank you.
Momo, we Albert Magai come in can answer for the party. They call the 1965 Act criminal libel actually most of the opposition. But when Momo come, he look at all the here. He say no thing. The world they move in democracy. Now you see low make a constitution go allow because we get election in time. I always tell people we get election, but in parliamentary way of rule we get. We are in
absolutely. Now one party state. That's it.
Yes, so Momo say no change. Matter of fact, the first election for BRP in 1992, let me campaign in the on, we MPs overthrow. That's why we get PDP, then PPP, then NDP, they all come.
Yes.
We will make the 10th constitution because the father of democracy not to be that constitution.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then you see the stupidity. Right, and then you see the how you know the mindset of people from the north, right? They allow the SLPP for clouding and judgment for things say the APC the bad thing. The APC terrible, no, this APC now kill him. Now you make a vex way Judge Fisher come out unilaterally. Go and dissolve the executive of the APC party. People like former President Koromadem, now they resurrect, you know, the APC. You go say Kemosi say them become a PDP. You go say the other guy, what's his name be himself? What's his name? Petito, be the CRS. All of these guys, they come together, regardless of what it is. You know, we daddy them. They all come together for resurrect the APC, forget the APC life. No, I didn't tell you no more say.
The thing and the man go PDP actively in 1996 APC. The APC be non collapse. That's APC. Yes,
exactly.
So man no come college and they want join a line for political line for survive. So they all be say
that is my point.
Because APC know they no one join SFP from the south. Is the
Comrade,
party that did not.
That is my point right there.
How they say for join them? It was their right.
Comrade, that is my point right there. Comrade, hold on, comrade. Comrade, let me make my point. That is the point right there. Because again, APC was dead. Why? Because of the ideology of the SLPP for tell the people say the APC in a bad political party. They forget for say who that bring all the laws them. When make we brother they go set up the PDPs and all of me. All I say is, comrade, they should have stood by the APC if they believe in the ideology. Say Albert Magai and bring come the one party state system. They will stand up to the NPRC and say, you know what, the APC is a political party where the constitution protects. Yes, when I look at Albert Magai, let's go back to down in the history books that former President Kuruma Indu, if it's from Ares Kuruma, we bring all the man and they come together. APC not for survive the today for team up. For them people where they come now, they can't fetch their Peter Conte, they only come out, they can't challenge APC.
Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. Let me tell you something in Cashbox. They want the way they come from the north, where they go from party for help for the Bonais APC, help SL for the Bonais.
Thank
APC.
you.
They are Bas Bundu them.
Thank you.
They are all APC.
They all
APC, they are Bas Bundu where they go from party.
Exactly.
Where they go from party, they help for the Bonais APC.
Yes.
The APC made the Sabi there, all that's Stephen, let Ubangura there.
Exactly. Temubangura they all.
Where they from party, where they begin.
Thank you. Thank you.
So one of the where they not forget problem. You can never see somebody hail from the southeast. The first person hail from the southeast, or from another political party, apart from SLP, not Charles Bagai, and then now it is control. We come PMDC.
Absolutely.
Not Charles Bagai.
Absolutely.
Nobody know they from the south. We the break away. We go from party for the money SLP. But we from the north, I know they get always get. About from there, because about when then go swear na BTC. Anybody vote against APC in the part of the land, that make you know ever. You only have to the panel. The APC they can be from party there.
Exactly.
But then in the Ibrahim, when the MPRC come, because of the war. Then don't kill people them. So no people no go APC because nobody no die again. They can't kill them, but make them they salami cook them. They are kind of so I'm afraid that kind brutal killing. So they get for fair way for balance. Like say me not to APC for one response party there. We agree. But when Anesco in the politics in 2002, the narrative changed.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. It's just fine for give people a nice year. Yes.
It's like I said at the same trajectory.
Now they go so. Yes. Thank you.
For the APC bad name.
Thank you.
You look at the press release of the police, Ibrahim.
Now topic
Thank you.
Now topic that Kashi.
Now one discourse.
That is exactly the point where they make now. I say the APC as a political party don't always allow themselves because they not get people we elect the party when they ready for stand up for the party.
Absolutely.
You know, we go speak up on behalf of the party. Then they allow them for kill APC people. Look what they do to former President Joseph Saidu Momo. Look what they do, to Shaka Stevens them. Because they allow the SLPP for control the narrative, for bring very, very, very bad reputation to the APC as a political party. That has always been the problem of the APC people. They don't get people, look now in opposition. All of them run away. You want to run away with the talk.
When we call Momo, so just Momo was locked up in Pademba Road for AFRC coup.
Exactly.
Where you know the part of.
We know the part of.
MPRC patrol.
Because they want killer.
They only go look at Pademba Road for AFRC coup. Just because.
And nobody not defend them.
The APC president.
Yes.
Imagine.
Yes.
He was locked up for 9 months at Pademba Road.
Yes.
For AFRC coup, where you know they at all in Pekin not the day, in Brother not the day, in August Squadron, and in our Tram. Then they go hold the put up Pademba Road for.
That is the problem with the APC. That is the problem with the APC, and that is the thing. And that the mistake anyway. I don't go say a mistake because former President Kuruma, I don't think say pay attention to that. But not for us go pull people and can bring them calm. People who not struggle politically within the party, just go pull them because he said these are professionals. Come. So they what should happen? All of these people now can smell power, and we don't chase power. We don't struggle for. Now they want to maintain that power. What they go do? Even their own people then go sell them out just for get that power. That is what is happening within the APC as a political party. The man not be mean bad.
Ibrahim, like when we talk so. Even when they talk about the lies them earlier on, right? Even like the when you look economically, you see when SLPP they come with a message for say, they meet a battered, broken economy.
Yes.
Imagine an economy where been the growth the fastest in the world, where like and as a result of Ebola, now make the growth of Salon slow down. Like an economy, they tell we say they meet austerity. We allow the APC people, and this is my frustration with likes of Kelfala Mara, where Minister of Finance, and Foreign Affairs Minister, Chief of Staff, and all that, and Bank Governor. For 4 years, you allow the word austerity to be played with by this government. Tell people and say, like they meet austerity. I always tell people that in the UK, Ibrahim, the UK was under austerity since 2007. They officially came out of austerity in 2019. For 12 good years, the UK was under austerity. What even the word austerity mean? But you get likes of like Kelfala Maya for 4 years did not explain to the people waiting by the real meaning of austerity. They allow the SLPP government for role and demonize them. Tell them say they meet a broken and a battered economy.
So
to this day,
Kashi, that's so.
Go out there and talk about these things.
That is same thing in understood, and they set the spade work for the SLPP for continue for demonize the APC party, kill people like McKinney, Parema prison massacre. all over the Northwest, kill people and waiting to for the people afraid for even support the APC. Because when the leaders of the APC cannot even defend these people, to this day, there is no commission. Reports don't come up for the McKinney massacre, the Tonko Limba, the Tombo, all of these killings across the country. Now, so that they do for make people and get a bitter mind for the APC as a party. They don't demonize the APC. These guys cannot stand up. Nobody not debunk the statement of David Francis, the chief minister. Nobody inside the APC party not get the gut. If not over the Canada on social media, they can't talk about these things. Open up the minds of the people. Nobody, because what the guys, they're all corrupt. They don't thief. They don't hold them. Who say they hold them? They don't say if they cough, they go expose them. So what they do? They sit down and keep quiet. Now make us say we prevent rebel war. Because what get for happen? It get for reach them when the SLPP come on power. Then guy they one can turn and give on the SLPP, and the SLPP not get for take up. All this nonsense where APC takes so SLPP not get for take up. What get for happen? Now they quick for run go to bush for go take war a gun for can fet. But that time they in salon. Who say that fet say begin? Grassroots they ever grow in that particular party. That's why when I war they begin when they say that SLPP don't start war because they say the oppression and suppression. That's why they prevent. They make tell leader they say, "Una speak up, not condone unconstitutionality, not condone illegality." Talk against them immediately at the go. But you know, communicate and Kashi, let's not go off this topic here too much. Let's catch up with topic proper today. Let's talk about this press release. Communicate, take them from here, my brother. This press release where this police they pull now for threatening we. Let's check them from there.
Thank you so much. You know, if I'm going to see the police person this, we'll say it will justify what's in the chance report talk about the police and the judiciary. Ibrahim, any political party activities across the world, they get small tension. Even yeah, don't see when they're not civilized to that level, then we'll make it a more and we'll argue, then all can sue in company nakedness. But if the police be honest, Ibrahim, let's go before even come to the police and comrade.
Hey, comrade. So that point, comrade, to that point where you make so now just clarify. You know what you do now? People not go for go begin fet. You know, because there is freedom of speech. You get TV stations them where they can discuss. Yes. You get radio station, they get podcast. You get nobody there arrest person say because you don't talk against the government. Go ahead, comrade.
Yes. Fine. And low start low go to history from where SLP don't kind of power. We say no investigate one thing that we the police don't ever investigate one thing we say life go. Low camp SLP that the many convention they do. That the low level election they do na Ponduru. We also say the court scored that boy in and the level 4 officer don't die. The guy end up for Canton bigger. They not even pull a press release for condemn the act of that violence. No go to that boy and kill like a way cross carpets. Just say at the command for go independent. Look at IPCO. Will not say investigate nobody. Look can na boo also be seen in the stone themselves SFP be the boiler filling station. Will not see nothing happen. No, we come to the convention happen inside but we see Batty Lusonga with inside what the way they even set fire. They not investigate. No, going out to
we'll not see no press release.
Then stone themselves, broke chairs and the former women's leader. You know, Ibrahim Ogo, the list goes on. They're not even not to say that for condemn or they not even put press release or for say they're not invest nobody. This one just what happened between Mongo and they want to make now papi show. But when I not get knife for pull press release for condemn who said the post in knife go na Kailan. When I not get my press release, who said they chap somebody like beef na Ponduru. When I not get my press, who said they choke people in na Boop and that a lower level election. When I not put press release and the national delegate conference, who said President Bill said the way back to this young guy say then go set fire also not pull press release for condemn the act of that kind of violence. This is life then go. When they go pull a press release say when I go if it's on tap when they investigate when I go arrest somebody allow when I die. Hey, the police, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. We see, I always give to history. We first of all, February 12th, Ibrahim, even Bo Kenima, I didn't kill the highest police then. Bo and Kenima, preach all over the country. If people are angry as go and station them, born police was going to kill people them. That is the way of the honest student can do. The police always don't become a political tool, but under this SLP that the worst to not say the history of Sierra Leone. They always look at the opposition. Small thing they put press list. Small thing they put press list. On top of nothing until the end show. It's going to go put press list. Joint one. So they go plan this show. But whatever to happen across these years, hence not to say that APC they not care, they kill person, they not kill person, they burn us, they not burn us, they spoil property, not spoil property. We see the force the system involved in effect na Kailan. He and the former women's leader. That's because yes. That's because President Bill for even can congratulate the lady, you know, go down a party office after the state house can do a force in its separate party business control at state house. Because I don't know if the people will control the crowd, they selected people in the good day. The police will ever say, well, they were in the club say for see the former IG, he made the dance, he grabbed it inside in the dance and the rudeness. Hey, this man for saying IG, but not to plan a state house. And it is to president TPT. Now TPT put women the plan B. Women them go to yes, that's TPT. Because if you know they say eating another man's sanction na offense, that is physical offense, then get money for the man in the lodge, take and tip them. Then they pull and they don't turn IG so.
And this now under former President Kuruma.
This man abuse.
Oh, this man
abuse in a first EDC. Now TPT. Then get yes, he hold up the man then plan the. Then go to IG so.
Wow.
So the man, because the man they know the record, the only thing will make him maintain this in job here that for do all kind of dirty job. So one of the things who they tell the police will not say not press this or foolishness or but also that for no more say not press this for that boy they kill like Allah we cross from SLP to independent. When I not press this for that guy in chapter from no press this that we don't go born battle swing and host that bull. When I not press this we first and the former homeless and the tied themselves they broke chairs them. Is before everyone I know arrest nobody self talkless for full press list. They are down a press list. Just go can Lord I can't go to toilet so that we by toilet. There is no way where the people of Sharon encourage by intimidation. You don't take 4 years.
This not a toilet too. You see, it will only be like the press release will only be a toilet paper if na be SLPP. But as long as na APC, if you not take them, this is just the preamble where they tell you say if APC make slight, then you get people like within the APC way, like first of all, and I want to go back to the whole thing, accepting this whole ruling. It is all part of the plan. Comrade, if you not take them, this now they sign for tell you say this thing they go for stop them on the way. Because any small thing now we get for happen, they go for capitalize and say we don't want to now, we get for stop this election. You see the delay with the cost back. Little by little, this is not plan. It is from the judiciary to the police to the PPRC to the NEC. It is all planned how to destabilize the APC.
Absolutely. You know, Kashi, when you look at these things, like how you say, it's a preamble. It looks like so lost comrade there. It looks like it's a preamble because what they do soon the bad name and give APC to the international community as well.
Exactly.
For painting this picture.
Yeah. If you listen, Ibrahim, it's the way Abdullah Bangoya became the PPRC man. It is right for pass on. You see, Ibrahim, I tell you, and this is calculative.
Yeah.
When it comes, it begin to come and say, oh, like we don't get it. No, many person no blame with tomorrow. If they're not able to get an election, we don't call this action. We don't call that action. Yeah. The police they come back, they give the APC bad name. Then it's right for create this team. So when they do it in they always done the plan and go say, oh, we don't want them move. We don't get nothing for doing that. And they self cause up. If you remember, that's exactly the message from Abdullah Bangoya as well. The PPRC man.
Absolutely.
Say, hey, we don't say all the time for make peace with them. If you remember the speaker of parliament, ECOWAS parliament, sorry, and Mohammed Sidi Tunis, where King Obama Mutka for. Now the very ECOWAS, you don't see on the end say he go meet the opposition. He said that it's a party issue, not an inter-party issue.
Yeah.
He said himself now, don't call the former executive faction in the APC for when they come together.
Yes.
You see, this is
it's all a plan.
Yeah, one creates this thing like I
yes.
said. Not to them get nothing to do with them.
Yes.
Imagine in the ECOWAS parliament and they make that statement.
Right.
He said, don't go meet them, don't go talk.
Right. And all the plan for say tomorrow when they rig the elections and take them, they don't can cry in the house and we rock them all. They'll not be organized. The party was very disorganized. Then the opposition leader will for counter them, not be ready.
Make nobody not listen to this foolishness of the police. Because if you don't know that foolish, we call that foolishness. Because for a one solve problem, when I need to go, we some therapy, we want counter the opposition, then when I can't try for treat the problem, hey, Salon problem is that alone a stand up. I don't want to see the one of the stand up against police and call May 8, 2000. I want to stand up against the MPRC in 1996 when I get the same ability for stand up against this president in administration. Because at the end of the day, what they do now for most of one part of the country, and one most of hey, party politics. What they tell no more say nobody know what for let it die because of for any party politics. But for sure, I'm not going for excess, the one at the field, or somebody who has disadvantage, I'm not going to get the guys. When I get for excess on the field, only two who only say, no, Saloma, no, what for die for any reason when I say politics because you don't want it. But for let the police can pull foolish press list at this time, then they pull press for threatening people and say they go arrest them. Now lie that press list, they take that thing, they will go put out and go burn and put out. You
know,
go put press list for first lady in Yono Bilu Kailao. The killing of that boy na Kailao, the chapel and that boy na Ponduru. Una get beaucoup pressure for them against the government. Una do the honest thing. Or else, we don't get peace out in our country.
You know, because like I would say earlier on, what is good for the goose should be good for the gander. This press release them, we for appreciate them, Sierra Leoneans for appreciate them. If from what we see, like when the first lady and the fed for the women election, what we see for even the first lady make a comment there, where he say, but when I see some kind cutlass them. Matter of fact, I get a video there. He said, I see some kind cutlass that I want nobody expects. But he say, hey, if you see the cutlass there, would I get mortal man bone? Wait, I defend that video phone. But these,
no, it's true. Ibrahim,
yeah,
this one they don't see no cutlass too.
No,
but the police not ever pull statements, press release about the cut. I remember that video the way they talk about so. They say all kind cutlass come on though, then in the day. But the police not ever pull press release for that. But you see, Ibrahim, and they blame that this thing he say if streets not if us not sell you, streets not they buy you, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
You see the APC, hey God, and people that we ask for fetch for Ibrahim. Because the same thing, some of them in there, but I'm glad. I don't know if I see Ibrahim sorry now the full statement. Thank you for that.
Kashi, forget about that. Kashi left that side there. Kashi left that side there. We go to self.
Comprehensive enough because you see, Ibrahim, this is the problem. What they say, we they call on them people here every day. Una do the needful, una do the right thing. Una no say everything they against una right now. Una not go begin to create other things and back for me and see una that way. Why can't you guys just do the right thing? But you see, it's like I say, I see Ibrahim, by the way, they say now anybody will get in bank slip where he pay, then still, even though they not issue card. Again, Ibrahim, when you look, I've been listening to somebody in audio where they talk, say, they not issue card, this and that. Una, I don't know now, what's my name? I don't forget the name. Like, who now will cause the delay? Ibrahim, no matter what, it is difficult, this space of time when they get APC, for able kind of like issue card to everybody, do the rightful thing. Because for 2 years or 2.5 years, they don't give playing guy there. You see, this is all part of the plan. Give them short time, so we go create that scene, like I say, they're not organized. We create this scene, like I say, they're corrupt. But a very short time, they give them people there back, Ibrahim.
Absolutely. Very, very short time. And again, it goes back to all the way the people that will hold the APC party to this point.
Yeah.
And they all the one day we're going to court
now. You know, the full press, stupid press. May all man get chance for register. But no, all the same lucky. Now cause this delay. The time constraint. How they go able to do everything now in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Come on, again, Ibrahim, it's unrealistic. However, may them just make sure say they do something where go fear and then communicate to the people. We don't need for calm now. This is the reason why we tell them guy there, una communicate to the people. Now the NIM, they mean tell them the Albert Peter concept for almost here now. You know, all them people have to ransom. Then now you want expect for my magic take place, for me to do things like in perfection. No,
absolutely not. You know, so this time when they tell the SLPP, waiting on they do to the opposition, and for them do the same thing to, you know, the SLPP itself. Kashi Kobri, I try for look for this video. I don't know how to name them. That's the only problem. I don't know how to name them. Women's protest, women's. I don't know how to name them. But yeah, Fatima Birai video, the way they talk about the cutlass them. You know, I was trying to find a video, but I'm not going for further now. I know say it's if on the computer it's easier. But anyways, you know, all kind of cutlass we see at the lower level, at the women's election, we see them. The police not put out a press release. You know, now APC for all the lower level elections, they want to paint this picture to the rest of the world. Like APC now the most destructive element, APC now the party where they give the country peace. That is what they're doing now. Now the party this way they cause all the confusion, the fet that this country here. So if you still get wahala, because the president don't call the APC and the opposition say they are terrorists. So this day, nobody apart from Dr. Samora Kamara, we mentioned small, and you know, nobody will not the leaders of the opposition, them, I think maybe Jericho Kobe don't talk small back, say you cannot call the people terrorists without actually attacking the president properly. Where you do not say this, and they talk with vehemence, and they talk to the president, being like, you know, go call weak terrorists under no circumstances. Those, you don't turn their way, they see serious opposition. Now, America, now, you see Kashi overseas, you see how the opposition they play. Then they play with their words, then they mince their words, then they go direct, then target now for the person we talk with he talk. Then they call the name. Now this person had the ideas. But Salon, look at the politics today. Man, they don't get man call name. All man hypocrites that the one of country. You know, get man calling copies and I talk so now they talk. Hey, well, people cannot say this, people cannot say that. Waiting do now they make with democracy no go all water. With democracy no go solid. Now this make inside Salon people not able for look at themselves and say, let's tell this person the truth face to face. What's they go do? Like, ploy then go ploy. Bad plan for you. Go fair that for can kill you. Go fair woman who can shoot you with which gun.
Oh, you know the daddy of the nation.
You know,
they talk to you, begin and so.
A fountain of honor. Bullshit. Yes. You know, this is nonsense. This is the problem inside Africa. You know what? A Republican can call Joe Biden fountain of honor, the daddy of the democracy. No.
Disrespect. You kill people like they talk about the daddy of the nation. You papa they kill you.
Can you imagine?
Like you talk this.
You know, they're foolish way of talking. But look at the police delegate today. They don't use. You see, this is what tribalism does in a nation. This is the effect of tribalism. When I don't call this same opposition of the APC, particularly so, Honorable Cherry Coco of the APC, una do an ethnic audit na Sierra Leone. Look at the ministries, departments, and agencies them. But you know, then guy, because they don't possibly boil, then they cook, then they eat, and family, then they live a very beautiful life.
You don't go far. No go yonder. Go to the TRC reports.
Absolutely.
Based on what's in them be lie because I like the lie say that be so not time to work na APC. Forget about all them them in that then JB out that then Victor Fu, then Joanna Smith them, then they forget about all them pulling they forget Salon not to be two party, na be one party state to Nipa. They forget the all mean that in fact them beaucoup de comme so the permanent secretary then CHO then na be inside the south side them specific. When they put an it they report say not try not forget more than 20% na any working place. Or 30%, not trusting with not forget that day. It is the 30 report.
Absolutely.
I say for them, it's very simple. Go to the 30 report, look what they talk about tribalism and employment. You go then go tell you did it.
Yep.
So you don't even need for say again for call the 30 report.
It is a fact. It is a fact. But the point is, communicator, going back to that TRC report, we Salon, I don't think say all entire we talk ourselves. I don't think say anybody don't take up for read them. Una go to Google, download them, Truth and Reconciliation Commission report. It come up. Read along and see the recommendations they make it. In as much as it was biased against the APC, but still, it better than the bot. You know, it better than the waste. So these are the things what they say, because Sierra Leoneans, until and unless we make sure say we obey their reports there, where people take their time for spend their money, United Nations and take their money there and spend them for get a Truth and Reconciliation Commission report. If we not implement them, you see, you know, Kashi and Comrade, yesterday I watched some YouTube video them, then YouTubers them. And then I saw, you know, this guy, they travel, they show, then resort them like Ghana, and they show another resort na Rwanda. You know, you especially like a Rwanda, when you look at Ghana and Rwanda, the two countries them, look what happened in 1979, John Jerry Rawlings, where he straightened things out, where make delicate today, the country get peace. When you see the government in power, the members of parliament of the government in power, they actually call, you know, the young ministers say they want to let the fire. You look at that and you say, okay, John Jerry Rawlings, now he make the impact. You know, we make that kind of thing happen na Ghana. You look at Rwanda. What he make like Rwanda reach Usai or reach delicate today? It not before Biso, but a brutal, you know, ethnic cleansing. Now he make Rwanda reach to the point where they reach to delicate today. Forget this kind of a level of development. Kashi and Comrade, when I look at the results them, then get a particular result in Rwanda where it's like I think one time only, a one-on-one only something, but it gets something to do with the gorilla them, because honestly there's a whole, you know, a camp for gorillas. The way people they pay at least $1,500 an hour for spend time with them gorilla, and they $1,500 for let you go to the gorilla the encampment, for let you see them in, you know, in action and all that stuff. That they, you look at the result, one great room they cost you about $15,000, and people they pay. This is about tourism. What's in the peace camp, but what's it take Rwanda na ethnic cleansing? Sierra Leone, you look and say again, we don't get a brutal rebel war. Well, yes, Rwanda yon a bad because it was now a tribal. Now one grain inside 4 months, over 1 million people lost their life. Neighbor they go after neighbor, man they go for a wife they go for a man, Utu, then kill Tutsis, they're not to come on another country. They say, you know what's in? Never shall it happen again. They don't make all kind of movies them in the country. For remind Rwandans then constantly say tribalism not forever be part of we story. Look at Sierra Leone. We get a brutal rebel war. For 10 years, cut people, they aid them, chop their neck, chop their foot, chop their hand, prick their home and belly. Innocent citizens there, we not eat, not drink. They don't be the parliament, they don't be people, they don't be their power. Now citizens they no more just because they were Sierra Leoneans. Now they do the same kind of egregious crimes and they would commit against these people. You look and say, okay, we get an opportunity now. Say this don't happen, enough will happen again. And you look at the actors they were in the power today. These are the same people who support the rebel war. Matter of fact, some of them get hand pan the rebel war because if Ali Kabana them paddy, where Ali Kabana go to the Mataba, it get protection within the APC. These are some of the things why I say former President Nkrumah, I wish, before the left say, now move on the country, I wish they don't put the TIC into play. When 98.1 safe na clandestine radio station. But Salon people, these are the things we make when they come now for talk, for prevent another uproar in our country. We don't want them. I don't want to see Sierra Leone again go down this way. But this kind of way SL people, they treat with people, this tribalism, this ethnic thing where they don't put over the country. You look at all the ministries, departments, and agencies. Go to you building today. If you not talk Mende, you know they get what you want. This is Sierra Leone for us. We don't call Honorable Chair Nomajuba of the APC. Say me man, they fire people in that country the way SLPP camp. People they lost their jobs, them families them scatter. Because inside the family, the man where they outside the guy in livelihood, they don't go pull on day. West girl left now. We get for feed them, pick them. West now become vulnerable to small 100,000 leons. They make West lost in character and lost in virtue as a woman. For sleep with any kind of man just for make ends meet. For like for can take care of your home. These are the things that will happen. Honorable Cheriko, we say investigate these things. Investigate an ethnic cleansing, ethnic audit. Go across the departments and agencies. Them. Almost members of parliament don't perform their oversight duty. Members of parliament get 3 responsibilities: representation, making laws, and oversight. 3 responsibilities. Almost members of parliament don't see. Go do an ethnic visit. Go to the government agencies there. I want to see the staff members there. I want to see the names them. Where are the former people over the work now? What's happening to them? Want to fire them? Want to pay them severance benefits? They kind of but members of parliament now is serious democracy they do. And they educate Sierra Leoneans and NTR because I want to understand say these are some of the rights we want to get. We want to ask members of parliament on our responsibility now. But this press release from this police, if we are going to do them to the SLPP, where SLPP they get all the fet with this here. All the fet then chap then killings. We see for the more in a Kaila then killer, what's in do? Because he switched from SLPP to independent candidate. The first lady, Fatmata Sawane, we see that they tie their lapad and they fet. No press release will not see from the police. What's in do? Because they want to protect the image of the SLPP as a political party. They want to present this picture to the international community. And then you get some people there now, all man they come up for position within the APC. Now make I say they are not deserving for get them position there within the party. Anybody now where APC get for give serious position, they have to look at that person's background. How you don't stand up for this party. These are the kinds of people we want. You want fighters. People not of physical fighters, but they will come, they use their mouth, they use their education, they able to impact knowledge into people in that country. For sensitize and educate away from the bad politics of the SLPP. Let people understanding things there, and we get for stand by ourselves. The APC party, like we talk earlier, Momo, Joseph Saidu Momo, we say and teach them. All of the president them from the APC, Sheka Stevens, Joseph, we get proper treatment. Momo, same thing. Make them go into exile. Go, they disrespect. Former President Nkrumah come to power, teaching Kabai pay and respect. He gives so much respect. But we, the guy, always they make we leaders them look like they are terrible people. That is the same thing they want to do to former President Nkrumah. If not, when people like we stand up and say, no, it's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen. Then the man himself, God make himself build your alliance system across the world. We make him forget that kind of a protection. But if for the APC people number within the hierarchy, the one that will give power, the one that will eat money now, APC, the one that will eat salon money. So God in this day is by himself. Then say there. They don't deal with former President Nkrumah how they want. But these are the things we say because all of these guys, they don't struggle politically. So what you see, and so then guy they will even for mention say, okay, this one in WEF, now this guy belong to this one in waiting. No, because it's not even necessary. But at the end of the day, what are they protecting? What are they protect? How government got in the power for almost 5 years? You have never said anything. You're not a former minister of finance. You're not a former minister of, you're not a bank governor. You not ever say anything with the terrible economic woe where the people find themselves in. You've never said anything to challenge a government. You call yourself, say you work in the opposition. Oh no. Now power don't come, everybody they come. Now where some useless idiots and they no more working come and put much by conversation there. Because when man like a wiki one can take and deep now. it don't become an issue. Now you make no more with the left side and Kashi and coverage. But come on in, Kashi, because NTI always say so now for the well-being of the country.
I agree, Brian, because you see, these are some of the critical issues them where it is worth talking about. But you see, some people they come with a motive, come begin to cause people mama and no, you see, because I believe, Ibrahim, these things they're very, very important. Like somebody who will sit down for 4 years. I have no problem with likes of Kel Falama. I have not, known Ibrahim, but the problem, like when it's in there at the airport, it make you the thing say, hold on, where have you been for 4 years? Why is it all of a sudden now your name don't be cleared from the COI? And even now when your name don't be clear, like tell me who say you to propagate like these things them? Is it part of the deal? Like that even though we declare you have to be careful or else we appeal back against your case and all that in the day. Ibrahim, I'm not able to understand the game where they play in a salon every now and then. Like which you talk so the APC sit down, and I always they say this. Not that we don't know but like it's in them way APC do. Like the wrongs them, and we don't talk about we don't talk about our platform because we in a salon we care about. But the fact is, like, because of like the way of with politics, and we see and say, like maybe like the APC, and not even maybe like the way that they go, the way Samura Kamara sing for the go with in come and say one thing where Samura Kamara be talk say how English they go now in office, they need for block people for 2 hours, 3 hours. That is like a precedent where you feel say ready for think about the people and not about himself. These are some of the things them Ibrahim where we see in this guy and say, you know what? Okay, because he don't find himself in the APC, let we try to kind of like support him. But Ibrahim would see like over the years, if not to Samura Kamara they talk, nobody else. Except when we see Kemosi say talk naya about Marabio and Olentin and they will go look on Panemba Road. If not, and then we see like one time we see Richard Conte, they challenge certain things. But if not those people, Ibrahim, who else? We get Kemosi say, instead get case. Now, you see the term where he talk about that, the term then can begin a push in case now for making the go to court and all that in the day with in COI case. These are some of the things that we they say. The Richard Conte, they all get case. Like the Samura Kamara, they all get case. But then they speak up. But all these guys, like when people in it say, oh, confirm not good. I don't get a problem with that. But for me, how they guide how patriotic are these guys? For me, you see them for years. You've not been saying anything. And all of a sudden now, like you say, you can kind of like get, and when they ask me now, when they say, oh, for they vie for the highest office. Who I tell you say president at the highest office of the land? Who I tell you so? Now that didn't make me, in fact, now that didn't bring arrogance to the office, Ibrahim. Arrogance, we say the highest office at the land. Okay, if people, it depends from which angle you see them. So you go see and say, yes, not true. Because now then they make decision on our behalf. Ibrahim, let me tell you, these politics where they left so in the hands of like this like they're mediocres they are, Ibrahim. It is dangerous for our future. Because they make decision like right now where the economy don't rot in so. You were there in the private sector. You that full man, that businessman, where we get money. As a result of what's in the ground right now, we're not able to spend dollar. Because they make decision, we starve the dollar. They make decision for go redenominate with money, for go change with money, we starve the dollar. They make decision for auction with dollar, where it make we starve the dollar. They make decision, Ibrahim, for kind of like say, oh, like we petrol. This is why, Ibrahim, we should not let we sit by and watch people mediocres them go into politics. As I say, Ibrahim, every time you listen to Madabio, the kind way it provoke salon people how can you tell us that the dollar don't kind of like go up against every major currency? Who that tell you so? Where did you get that statistics from? Exchange rate, Ibrahim, now a relationship, now one-on-one relationship. You don't get nothing to do with one side they be affected, you say they be affected. No, it's one-on-one relationship. The question is, why Guinea they own? If not see where they affect everybody, then it means everybody else in currency will be the same. Why Guinea they own not go to 20,000 back? Except we own. But these are all things them way we don't allow for make the lies of this government seem for kind of like they dominate like the country. Then they allow these things them they happen. And this is the frustrating thing. You know, like we go back to the African Express. How many things they don't pull out now though? But nobody no get mind for talk. Nobody. The moment you talk them, they will tell you, say, oh, now we're not in the country. They go beat you now. They say they're afraid for their life. So who does they protect the people then? If then the MP them, they're afraid for their life, where it be saying that they're not the custodian. Imagine, for when you born you Pekin, you tell you Pekin, say, may you go protect you. If somebody want to attack you, may you Pekin go protect you. Are you serious? That's exactly what we are saying to the people of Sierra Leone. Say, oh, them people they have bad girl life, they have family, the men no go beat them. But the people, the ordinary people, them, if the ordinary people are not be die, they not be suppressed, they not be face hunger. Then after me say, okay, the MP them back, may they be careful. But like the MP people, them, the ordinary people, they die, but the MPs are protected. And when they tell we say they self get family. But what kind of language this? This not, you know, like what we always they say, this not abuse of we intelligence.
Absolutely.
As if we don't know what we do.
Absolutely.
We don't know what we do talk. Come on, don't get people and so. It is wrong, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
But when you tell Salon people and this, every time you face, they will begin to say, you say, oh, the MPs, they're not able to do nothing. Wait till now, make the MPs then do. Now they get the speaker, now they get the clerk of parliament. Now waiting and feel for talk inside it. But again, we always don't say this. If we didn't say all lengthing the Yahweh, we say they're able to pass up. But Usai, Chino Majuba, or the opposition don't trigger section 86.2, then the speaker not do them. Then China Maju back and tell we say, hey, I don't trigger 86.2,
Nowhere.
but they not do them. Usai.
Nowhere.
So the image, since then they try for damage. In fact, Ibrahim, SLPP, now then they do the opposition work for damage, like the opposition back.
Yes.
Because everywhere, now then they damage the opposition back.
Absolutely.
Now then they try to create this thing. But the opposition wait for try for do them. And they get so many things for damage this government. What they do? Because now SLPP they turn back and damage them.
Because again, the mistake with former President Nkrumah make is surround himself with weaklings. They're not soldiers. They go tell you in the fit in the background. I promise you, these guys. Yes. I want to see letters. I want them to show me all the letters that they write to the international community. Let them produce. Because anybody who for face me for can't tell me say we they work in the background. To go there, you have to produce the receipt. You show me the receipt of your background work. You write letters them. Which phone calls do you make? Who say you make them?
Background, like what people and they say na Cherry Coco na go tell them members of parliament them. You know, Ibrahim, me, you know, I don't like for make somebody try for me like I say as stupid. It can really pain me. Don't treat me like I say as stupid. You know, beat me, slap me, but not insult me intelligence. If Cherry Coco na go that report that you again we talked yesterday. Veronica Kadisi say. Now they all put the report together. Okay, you don't put the report together. You fake the report. You the Cherry Coco sign them, endorse them. You and Manly Spain on a go there. Then now when you go there, you go now the tender you go whisper. You don't turn Congo bad. You not Congo are you good for? You don't get money state and you report. Like when you talk about that $10 million will disappear. We come. I don't know if now you or come talk. Then at the end of the Liberia, Ibrahim, when they put on their own report. They actually put and they say there is like corruption in the electoral commission. They put and we now clear evidence show. Now make them tell we, you know, it's a disgrace, Ibrahim. Even trying to feel ashamed because you don't go write such reports because people inside the ECOWAS parliament they talk say and they thank the Liberian delegation because the report is factual. Because waiting them because see. Now, they read the report. Unlike Salon, you get. Sorry, Ibrahim, you want to say something?
No, Kashi, go ahead. I just say no, my brother. Not actually for justify anything, Nayaso. The fact of the matter is, waiting for ask Honorable Chairman Majuba of the APC and for refund with ticket fare, with per diem, with hotel bills, everything, and if we call for a resignation. This man not in a parliament with the fed. This man go ECOWAS for go represent with it. When they need them, they tell with the opposition members of MPs na the ECOWAS gets critical questions to they offer ask.
Yes.
He not there for like answer when I know the only person where before actually him and spend waiting for answer, especially him as the leader of the opposition, we forget wait.
Absolutely.
For them for intervene in Sierra Leone situation. Evangelist Samson and then go bear so today and we no sign body day. They don't know if na arata eats the body, they don't know if na goat eats the body, they don't know if the they take to this day so. People them innocent picking them where them bullets them go meet after the August 10th when they kill people them, they arrest them, lock them up. All them people in them body, then family members not see them to this day. Jericho Komoda, that's what they, no mix out this message today, bro.
That's what they're painful, Brian.
It's very it's sad.
Sometimes, I don't stop for watch the video, Ibrahim.
It's
because
sad.
Every time I watch that video, I'm angry.
It's sad.
The questions them where they ask now that parliament, I swear to God, Ibrahim, if somebody somewhere could have given like a proper answer to those questions, Ibrahim, and they tell you, but people of the international community would have seen the nakedness of this government.
Kashi, Jericho could get the opportunity for lady spirit work now for remove the SLPP. See, when I watch the upcoming elections, these guys they are ready to rig that election. We've seen the process from the registration, the verification.
This guy. When you watch, some people, if they watch that 4 hours video, Ibrahim. God, they go nearly one stone cherry coconut that country day. They go nearly one stone cherry coconut. First of all, you write a report, we're not factual, full of lies. You allow the SLPP because now imagine then after they ask questions and now let we say now you go behind the guy there for go ask them questions there. But why you not sit on day for make like at least when they ask you the question for me you talk. Hey, bro, you wanna wake back. Then salon people they tell we say we for watch Jerry Coco and set we much panam. Then it means we're not idiots. We're not big fool. Then we don't get blessing. Seriously.
Sad. It's sad, Kashi. Kashi, only 1 hour 6 minutes, but I think say APC people Lord wish they well in the lower level elections. As terrible as it was, the setup and everything, as pathetic and sad as it is. All of this starts from the Adrian Fisher, in verdict, where judge will not be even supposed for practice law. And don't forget, say the same Cheriko Code and then finally go approve Fisher now as a judge, where the man did practice as a judge all this time here against the constitution, for lay practice that I continue. Where anybody they feel a certain rule, not more than 3 months, for practice more than 3 months, therefore approve them at least. After 3 months, if for dissolve, if for come on that position, they then for approve them properly because that the president they appoints judges them and parliament approve. This man don't serve as a judge, he destroy the APC party, he remove because what they connect all the dots them. This is some of the things where it is like Kashi, it's you get tangible assets, you get I'll explain this way to some people. You get tangible and intangibles. So tangible, now the one the way they see. Intangibles, they see them, right? Intangible things, for example, the air, they see air, where it's there. It's intangible, for touch them. Tangible something, you touch you can touch your finger, you touch your phone, it's tangible, you see them physically. So these are the things we talk about, the evidences. But when you correlate and join all the piece system together, Fisher will dissolve the executive of APC, the duly elected executive of the APC party. He dissolve him, he hand over to Jericho Kuna Parliament. He say, you pick 12 man them. Then Jericho coincide on background, like for say, mix so, no, he accept the ruling. Kashi, now left this. Now left, we'll go big
Ibrahim, just before we close this, look. The APC, let me just give a piece of advice. Una no say everything they're against Una right now. It is about time for make Una conduct Una self well for the sake of Una party and Una self and Una life them and Una picking them.
Absolutely.
Una conduct Una self well.
Absolutely. Yes,
things them way Una they expect say, like we need for get them done, this and that. Yes, we know say that too. But Una get for compromise things. And when they say for make Una be disadvantaged, but Una think of the one the way don't hold Una back for years. And Una cannot think them not possible for make the time period where Una get right now for make Una do things them to perfection. But Una do them in the name of cordiality for the sake of Una party. But please, Una not disadvantage anybody. Because Una don't get times now Una hand. Una don't accept it, Una don't accept. But now people in the way don't hold Una for years. And the time not take right now for make Una able to do everything them. Because imagine, bank slip not supposed to give you that chance there for saying you're a member. But however, It is all part of the flexibility, and that's what we're saying. Una try for all una self together and una do the right thing, because every institution is against una right now. When I see the press release of the police, they just want to wait no more for make somebody pinch and compete. Then the boss say, they don't pinch me. Now in that, they go kind of like cancel una election them, and that they go kind of like cause more delay.
Absolutely.
Over to you, Brian.
Absolutely. Thank you. Salon people them, I think so they left for now. Una understand say, you know, Sierra Leone, the only country we'll get, let's do everything we could for protect the peace of the country. We don't want to see what happened, we caused the 1991 rebel war, continue for repeat itself. All the members of parliament, them, let them answer them questions they already ask so by this audio. Then get a responsibility for talk to the people. Them. You cannot go in a parliament as the leader of the opposition and as a member of parliament. You know, you talk to the people. Them. But now malice with the people. Them. You go represent the people, but you know they talk to the people. The people get questions. They want answers. You know they talk to the people. That's why they represent we. I don't think say anybody for represent we. So and one of the people wanna get a decision for make. Salon people wanna wise up. Wanna wise up, boy. Yeah. All right. Bye bye everybody.